Here you guys. Oh, on. Oh, good one. That's not a 6-inch trout cod. G'day folks, this afternoon I'm fishing with my dad in the Ovens River in the boat, chasing Murray cod and yellow belly. Yeah, they're going mad! Finally! Right, now we've come to need a little bit of bait fishing, but we have both got our lure rods in case we get bored and want to flick some lures around later on. As with all of my all of this type of fishing, I'll have two rods, one with two janjuck worms and one with a big lump of cheese to try and catch a cod. This is primarily the yellow belly rod. The cheese rod here is the cod rod, and they've both got paternoster rigs. There's the cheese, and got him. I missed him. I've been here 5 minutes and I've had my first nibble and it didn't steal me cheese. Remember back in the 80s you'd do this and you'd have a yabby and you wouldn't have cheese, it'd be a yabby or a barley grub. And it'd... Is that on cheese? Yeah. It's all happening. Yeah, back in the 80s you'd do this and you'd be lucky to get one or two bites from cod for the whole summer. It's a small fish though, I think, whatever it is. Now it's stopped. Had one little nibble when I picked it up and then it stopped. There it is. Got him. Look at the size of that. It's a Murray cod. Oh, it's a trout cod. Yeah, folks, I'm on the board with a tiny little trout cod caught on a bit of cheese. Come on, McTrouty. The Ovens River is teeming with these little trout cod. It's actually my first trout cod of the season, but I'm on the board. See you later, mate. It's not very often you get to keep your cheese after you catch a cod though, is it? Had a bite straight away, look. He was. The moment the cheese hit the bottom then, the same bit of cheese that I just caught that trout cod on. The moment I sunk that down there, hit the bottom, there's a bite straight away. Look at that. Missed him. Still got the cheese. Used to get all your nibbles like this on worms. Now it's cheese. As soon as it hits the bottom, a fish hits it. Let's tap. Got him. A bit bigger this one. Not much bigger, but he's a bit bigger. Oh, he's fighting a bit better. Trout cod number 2. Two trout cods on the same bit of cheese. It's going to say 2 bits of trout cod on the same cheese. Trout cod number 2. He's up. He's probably 35 centimetres, that one. Oh yeah, the fish are getting bigger. He gone. Yeah, now 2 in about 1 minute. Oh, he's still there. I can see him pulling. Here you go, you guys. Oh, on. Oh, good one. That's not a 6-inch trout cod. I'll get your net.
Good fish, this.
Alright, I'll get the net.
Whoa, Murray. Big Murray.
Big Murray.
Oh, good big for me anyway.
Didn't you want to leave 10 minutes ago?
I was there. Changed my mind.
Lucky one of us has got a bit of patience. This is a lovely fish.
Get away from them other rods.
Let's wait till he comes in head first. There you go. That's how it's done. Look at that. Well done, Dad.
Thanks, mate.
That's a lovely, probably 58, 60 centimetre Murray cod. Caught on a bit of cheese. You beauty. Right, the measurementation, 59. 59 centimetres and a little bit of cod thumb there to go with it. As Holly says, blood warning. 59 centimetres. You're on the board in a big way. happy for him.
You're going home, I'm not going to feed.
I know, I've just checked my bait. My cheese is all good. Worms are good. Neither of us have had a bite on worms today. It's all been about the cheese. Now, I didn't quite get to film the release footage of that cod. I'm sorry you don't get to see that. There was an incident which resulted in the fish ending up in the esky. Righto, we've moved upstream a bit closer to the car again. Just going to lower that right next to the boat. And same with my cheese rod, just straight down beside the boat. That was a good bite too. There he goes, still there. Got him. Hey, first fish on worms for the day. And it is a tiny, tiny trout cod. On the board with a worm fish. Look at the size of that little trout cod. The Janjuk worms have struck with the smallest fish of the day. See you later, mate. Just going to leave those same worms on there for a minute because my other line's out of the water. I was just in the middle of putting a bit of fresh cheese on it. There he goes, look. Yeah, it's going down at a pretty slow speed, isn't it?
There's a fish on there.
I reckon there is too.
There's a snag on there.
Oh no. Righto, we've moved to another spot. Preferably one with fish in it, Dad says. Oh yeah, that's this is a lot deeper than the spot we were just at. This is a good spot. This isn't a spot that I would have chosen, but Dad liked the look of it, and I think he's chosen well. Because that's actually a lot deeper than I thought it was. Yeah, fish on the board here in a minute. Got him! I'm just going to fish on my worms. I missed the bite because it all happened so fast. Another trout cod. I'm the trout cod king tonight. What's this, number 4 or 5 or something? I am the master of trout cod tonight. But it's so good to see so many different sizes of these fish. That trout cod's caught on the same worms that caught that little one just before. I still haven't had a chance to put a new worm on yet. When I was a kid, there were no trout cod in this river. See you later, mate. My great uncles, Dad's uncles, used to tell me stories of the blue-nosed cod that they caught here back in the 1930s and the 40s and after the World War II, and I never knew what they were talking about. I always found it quite almost mythical that the river had a species of fish in it that's not here now. And now they're back, along with the Macquarie perch, and even though they're small, it's just so good to see them back in the river here where they belong. And every now and again, when you're lucky, you do catch a big one. I think that's out a bit far, Robert. Gee whiz, that's deep out there. So much deeper than I thought it was going to be here.
Is it here?
Yeah. Another bite of my worms here.
Oh.
Just had a nibble on my worms. Can this be the elusive yellow belly? There it goes. He's on, mate. Got him. Yeah, nibble on the worms. And it's another trout cod. The great trout cod plague of 2022. Trout cod number, I'm not sure whether it's 5 or 6. Gone.
You know what? I've only caught one fish tonight.
You bet it was the best one of the night. Well, here goes the worms. Here's the worms. Got him. This is trout cod number 7,419. I'm getting a sore back from bending over and wetting my hands all the time. The river's teeming with these little trout cod. This is like filming a redfin video at Lake Hume, just catching heaps of little ones and putting them back. I might just put that same worm. I'm not even going to touch that worm. I'm just going to put it straight back out there as it is. Oh, Dad's on. Missed him. I better edit that bit out. It's all happening. You've chosen the right spot.
See that rod go then?
I just got a glimpse of it out the corner of my eye. This is the spot. Until tonight I hadn't caught a trout cod, and now I've caught 6 or 7 or 8 or something crazy.
I've caught one fish tonight, there's a 59 centimetre.
Yeah, you've caught one fish that's bigger than all of my little fish. Oh, Dad's onto a good one. Dad's onto a good fish. Look at the rod. How come I'm catching all these little tiddlers and Dad's getting these big fish? I just lost my hook and sinker to a snag. I'm sitting here re-rigging. Got to be kidding. I've caught about 7 trout cod tonight or something. Dad's only caught 2 fish and they're both Murray cod.
Bigger than the first one.
No, he's not, I reckon. Nah, it's a lovely fish, but I don't think it's legal. Look at that. I've caught probably 7 or 8 small trout cod tonight. You've only caught 2. Hooked in the corner of the mouth there.
I want some pliers.
Okay, folks, look at that. Dad's only caught 2 fish tonight, and they're both lovely Murray cod. I'm the trout cod king. Dad's getting a bite now. I'll put this one back. See you later, mate. Gone. Might catch 2 in a minute here if you're lucky. Dad's about to hook up here. He's on there. Look at that. Bang. Is that another good fish? How come you're getting the big ones and I'm only getting the little ones? Dad with his 3rd Murray cod of the evening.
Can't catch one on his $9 rod.
You had got the last one on it.
I did too.
There we go. Ugh. You're unreal. I even caught a Murray cod tonight.
He's hooked in the lip so he can go back.
Yeah, just hooked under the lip there. Do you want to hold him?
No, don't get my hands dirty. You can do that.
Folks, Dad is on the board again. Murray cod number 3 on the board. You've been on the board 10 minutes after we got here. Murray cod number 3, and I haven't caught a Murray cod all night. Isn't it amazing that I've caught 6 or 7, maybe even 8 trout cod, then you've gone bang, bang, bang and caught 3 Murray cod and no trout cod?
It's not who you know, it's what you know.
I totally would have gone straight past this spot. I just wouldn't have picked it. You're getting a bite here. Got him. Ooh, 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 ooh. This is a heavier fish. Is this going to be me yellow belly? Please be me yellow belly. It is a... Oh, surprise, surprise, it's a trout cod. The old Janjak worms have struck again. It's a heavier fish. I said, I think it was wrapped around the snags for a bit. There we go, folks. It's another trout cod. I am a trout cod king this evening. Trout cod or blue nose. See you later, mate. Unbelievable. He felt bigger because I think he might have been wrapped around a snag down there at first. That might have made him feel a little bit bigger. This has been unreal. We must have caught 10 or a dozen cod tonight. Yeah. That's pretty crazy. This was unheard of back in the 1980s.
Just lost another one then.
Really? You lost one while I was reeling that in? Yeah. Now these could be the last 2 worms that I put on for the evening because it's we've got a couple of kilometres to go to get back to the car, so we're not going to be fishing until dark. Probably got another 10 minutes or so at the most. Plenty enough time to catch a couple more. Oh, you nearly did catch another one. So why don't you tell everybody what sort of bait and motor it is?
It's a Bermuda, it's 20 years old, it's on its 2nd motor, it's now got a 30 horsepower 4-stroke Merc on it.
How long is it?
4.2 metres.
4.2 metre Bermuda with a 30 horse Merc.
Yeah.
That should answer a few questions before they come in. Here goes the old worm rod again. She's off. Oh, she's off like Granny's undies. Look. I don't want to say it's a big fish because last time I said that it wasn't a big fish. All right. The old Danjuck worm. Is it a yellow belly? Please be a yellow. It's a bigger trout cod. It's still a trout cod. Nah, I'm right. Thanks. I'll just reach over and unhook it. Oh, it's the biggest trout cod I've caught tonight on the Danjuck worms. I am the trout cod king of the world tonight. Dad's caught 3 fish and not one. Dad hasn't caught a trout cod. Gone.
Take your hook too.
No, I unhooked him. And I was just about to pick him up and show everyone, but I had other ideas. Dad hasn't caught a trout cod all night, and I haven't caught a Murray cod. All I've just caught is one trout cod after another.
Well, do you know it's what to know?
Now, folks, if you want to get a good close look at that trout cod, you'll have to go about 8 or 9 feet down there with a torch and a scuba diving kit, because that's where it is. Well, folks, we're packing up. What an amazing evening. Dad caught 3 Murray cod and no trout cod. I must have caught 8 or 9 trout cod and no Murray cod. I reckon Dad's first Murray cod was bigger than all of my trout cod put together. What a fantastic afternoon this has been. An absolute cod fest on the Ovens River. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video.